Personally, I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. Huzzah!
There is much we ought to tend to. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
After you, Arisen. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I see a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. It wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
He's by the door.
Oh, pray, excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
As you wish, I shall return directly.
patients in this room must...
We have sufficient evidence to warrant Lady Elena's arrest. Let us apprehend her and set proceedings in motion. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We have arrived.
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I thought. My task is to seek out items of potential value, and it is an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an Might you be looking to enlist?
Tisn't my way to gossip with the citizenry.
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns. Methinks we've earned a brief repose. Good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily ever since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade. We're off to Burnworth Palace, then. We pawns are barred from entering the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
Well, if you insist.
Right, I see. That's a relief.
You looking for a fight?
How might I be of assistance?
About anywhere. I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure. My legs are as lead. One dance. Here I like disarray. I want to take a moment.
Once the day's work is done, places all night is dull. Can't complain. Silence. Out of interest. Want something a real battle? I'll prove my worth.
My sword arm used some work. I'd sooner stay
I always makes me
Might as well make merry while the wine flows.
Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet ache from dancing.
All's well, I trust.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
I find it liberating to hide my face.
Is this fast truly to the sovereign's taste?
What's to be done about this?
Happy voices carried on the wind. Crowns and politics.
Methinks I'll have a rest.
Anyone gives me that, they'll taste steam.
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Might you spare it then? Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... Foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find one.
Goblins, master!
You cannot be too careful.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Oh, so I've learned. Now this conundrum.
Not half bad.
Well, that's just grand. Welcome to We Serve All Manner of Fine Ales here. Always a pleasure.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall. Our first sovereign in decades.
Let us forget the dragon and dance the night away.
To the sovereign's health and a kingdom at peace. I do hope our sovereign's enjoying himself. Best to remain sober. Much to be done on the morrow.
Why, no.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
What is it? Is there aught you need? Ah, I see. Thank you for giving this to me. I shall pen my answer anon, behind closed doors, naturally.
So, there'll be more of this.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. I think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
To vanish.
Best hurry that top.
All I can do for you.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Apparently, even privately owned items will come to be curtailed soon. Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
Is there aught you require?
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Is this some manner of trial?
Still waiting on a report. Then I shall remain by your side.
Now we must report to Captain Grant. That's the way of things, is it not?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your There is what masquerades being as much is made of it. Is it aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Oh, how I... Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. Take this with my gratitude.
I'm sure I can handle this.
I never dreamed we'd meet such a foe here, of all places.
Well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that sure to hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case. Welcome to the we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a... We might scratch another task off our list while we're here. Welcome to we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... Welcome to we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... Come back any time. Welcome we serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Masquerades be much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve... There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appear. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we...
told Alice my son comes to
Would that I could spend
just a short rest, then I'll be off.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I've got nothing for you.
Welcome to quality what you need if you want to. Survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
There is much we ought to tend to. If masquerades being much is made of is it aught else you would speak of. Do not forget that we
Seems we understand each other. Welcome to the we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I come back any time? Welcome, we serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
What do you think?
Monster attacks make for poor sales, I tell you. They say the soft and yet he draws breath. What I do hope His Majesty shall recover soon.
I've heard there's a means to tell if there's an oracle up in the palace.
A ladder?
One day I'm going to have proper raiment. Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later,
Usually get this
that
quest
is
in
really a reason to
Birdworth
decide.
from Captain Bronze at the Star Drop Inn at this location over here. Now, by the time you get this quest, you will have gained a mask from him as well, and he'll tell you to get formal attire before you go ahead and go to the Masquerade Ball. So you should already have this mask. Now, from the Star Drop Inn where you gain the mask from the quest, you're actually going to make your way down to the Noble Quarter, to the Comptroller's home, right? The entrance is going to be from the west end, right over here. You're going to make your way to this entrance of the house. This is what the house looks like, and when we go ahead and we run inside the house, you'll see we can immediately go up the stairs. We're going to go to the left and up, and we're in the mask from the quest, you're actually going to make your way down to the Noble Quarter, to the Comptroller's home, right? The entrance is going to be from the west end, right over here. You're going to make your way to this entrance of the house. This is what the house looks like, and when we go ahead and we run inside the house, you'll see we can immediately go up the stairs. We're going to go to the left and up, and we're going to take the first door on the right, just like this. You'll see here behind the bed, by the wall, there is a bag of clothes, the courtly tunic. Now, you might already have this if you got it at the previous area, but if you didn't, this is where you can also get it. And if you go out the door here and you go to the next door that's over here, you can find another bag on the floor that has the courtly breeches. Both of these will count as formal wear for you to use at the masquerade. So now that you have the right attire and you're ready for the masquerade ball, let's go ahead and tell you how to, get to the masquerade ball. Now, from the comptroller's house, the place where the ball is located over here, but we first need to make it nighttime because the ball is only at nighttime and it's not every single night. So you'll need to make your way instead up the road over here to this bench where you can see where I am right now. Or you can find any bench in particular. This is just the closest one I can find, and you can see you can go ahead and sit on this bench just like this. And if you use the option to doze off at the bottom right of the screen, you can change the time of day, and you're going to wait till it's nighttime. If it's still daytime, you can just sit on the bench and keep repeating this process until it goes to nighttime. Now that it's nighttime, you can go ahead and check if the ball is active. You're then going to make your way to the Fenworth Hall, which is inside the grounds. This one over here, as I showed you on the map previously. And if you go inside here and you see people are all masquerading, you should also get an achievement as soon as you enter here, like I did. You can go ahead and walk into the main floor, like this. You start a cutscene in this bench, just like this. And if you use the option over here, but we first need to make it nighttime because the ball is only at nighttime and it's not every single night. So you'll need to make your way instead up the road over here to this bench where you can see where I am right now. Or you can find any bench in particular. This is just the closest one I can find, and you can see you can go ahead and sit on this bench just like this. And if you use the option to doze off at the bottom right of the screen, you can change the time of day and you're going to wait till it's nighttime. If it's still daytime, you can just sit on the bench and keep repeating this process until it goes to nighttime. Now that it's nighttime, you can go ahead and check if the ball is active. You're then going to make your way to the Fenworth Hall, which is inside the grounds. This one over here, as I showed you on the map previously. And if you go inside here and you see people are all masquerading, you should also get an achievement as soon as you enter here, like I did. You can go ahead and walk into the main floor, like this, to start a cutscene. And we're going to be following this character over here. So we know that he went around the circle, so we're going to turn around, and we're going to go around the circle here, just like this.
Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
This all the way to the west end of the building, so right over here, and then you're going to take the hard left, like this, and then there'll be a secret door that you can see in the middle over here, where this is not so secret when people just come out of it like that. And then proceed through the only door here, which is going to take you outside. You're going to go to the right, and you're going to go down, and you're going to go to this room over here. So go ahead and walk in here like this, and this will start a new cutscene. Once you've seen the cutscene, which I'm not going to spoil in this video, you can go ahead and report back to Captain Bront. As usual, you'll find him at the Star Drop Inn.
Well, no. You're...
What is it? Has something happened?
Nah, we have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scout the area.
In here.
Open up!
Like this. Start the cutscene. And we're going to be following people like, masquerading the building. So I'm going to go down, and you're going to go to this room over here. Go ahead and get like this. Mostly at night. And then you'll tell me.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not seem so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss. And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on then, keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cards? I'm your damn king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, your majesty. Tell us, your majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, your majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another? Lord Phases. That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is not but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my boudoir when you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me. Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Our party is really of an act for combining materials that I hope...
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true. Well, he is merely Deesa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there is aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mentioned. Phases. Well, he seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Deesa, and this Faces fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
How very peculiar. Getting proper. A good sleep does wonders.
Go then.
Ready to forge on? Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? Follow me, master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess I feared you would not, but I forget myself.
You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. It is my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right to it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind, while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
I was hoping you'd come by, so I can thank you again for all your help. You wanted to ask me a favour this time? Oh. So this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
I'm not leaving till you take it. So there.
Lead on. Let's go see the...
Follow me, if you would.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
There is a chance of being beset by beasts or brigands in an ox cart, but I'm willing to take the risk to put my feet up.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the
That tyrannical Saludo thinks he can do whatever he likes.
Shall we bring Miss Dogma to see Master Sebastian? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm
still looking. Well,
'twas in the slum.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? Try all of our disposal. Visit some
Lead on. Let's go see this noble boy.
Look, young master, she's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melv seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
You know, the roads around Melv are supposed to be really deep. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melv are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hope to pack an antidote with the young master. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of whom. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. What else? Ah, I almost forgot.
As
As you wish. I shall return directly.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospital. In all, where you know where to find me. Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the, you know where to find me.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well, I must confess, I only hope I've... You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young woman.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? This ox will not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buys the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Many thanks to you.
Oh, a forgery, eh? This should prove interesting. I look forward to seeing what you do with it.
My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception. But that decision is not mine to make.
you are. Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite ore? Oh, thank you, thank you. Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I hope Sir Oswald shall lead a life free of cares, now that we have released him from his shackles.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite ore? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to it. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Come along. We make for...
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy some. Many thanks.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite ore? Now, I have a little business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must needs concentrate. What's this for, then? That shan't get you anywhere, I'm afraid. Sir Everard's paid me quite a sum to handle this appraisal, I don't mind telling you. You're a persistent one, aren't you? Gold, all well and good, but I shan't risk my business for a full pocket. I've my future to think of. Heavens fend! That's more than I could refuse. Very well, I'll do as you bid, but I shan't be making a habit of this.
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed a genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
True to his word, Sir Everard has paid us handsomely for the ore, and plentiful coin is always welcome large to me.
Not a bad idea.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
Reckon your road's been a lot. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least. You'll find a bit of peace and leisure doing business.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. On the transference of souls, eh? 'Tis not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, the first volume, 'tis potent indeed. Take care how you use it, sir. Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Welcome, sir. You think me a liar? Then buy some creation of a masterpiece takes time. Many thanks. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The creation of a masterpiece takes time. Many thanks.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs. Finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map. Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've... I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
It is a pity we must part after sharing such a journey.
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work. We've arrived well enough. Where to next? You would have me leave? Consider it done.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Non li a-t-il Fin d'amour.
Non vi el orne casinque fanil. Ronde minutor.
I'll get that for you.
Akayab arume fa in iteront etele Eldalia nun we in Lalasta.
Nun vi oyunda tar.
Loath as I am to admit it, I haven't the knowledge to guide you on that quest. Perhaps you should hire a pawn who does.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. I have a more knowledgeable friend join my party.
Elelot. In gala na angedur elwen.
An appropriate choice has arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party. Loath as I am to admit it, I haven't the knowledge to guide you on that quest. Perhaps you should hire a pawn who does.
That's how you complete the Stolen Throne quest in Dragon's Dogma.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
A blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though. And particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very
I
odd.
believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
True? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, Jar. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed. Yeah, certainly took a fell turn back there. Perchance we stepped on aught we shouldn't have.
That was not at all the outcome I'd anticipated.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I'm...
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea.
That tyrannous Saludo thinks he can do whatever he likes. And, well, mayhap he's right. He had the watchhead himself sent off to fella Dullahan.
A welcome rumours of any sort, my friend.
What brings you here?
One day, I'm going to have proper rain.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful.
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spread... Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for...
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen. 'Twill be an honor to serve.
This rumour has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Greetings. You see, you need only make a worthy offering in exchange. If the way forward is shrouded to you, I can offer guidance. It is lovely to see you. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. It is lovely to see you.
This place is the town's beating heart. When does my reporting from
Everything seems to be in order. Let us be off.
Indeed.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young little faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different.
I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Let's not be bothering me for no reason. Let me alone.
Let's not be bothering me for no reason.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
I have a knack for combining materials that I thought you...
At once, master.
Not worth writing home about.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Goblins approach!
Seems a decent spot for a campsite. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
There's only one way to make it work, 182.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
We cannot break it from this side. So it goes. Welcome to we serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we've... If your majesty has any unfinished business with your majesty, that attire, it may be unsuitable. 'Tis a formal affair. I apologize for my brusqueness. But pray, is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we would... There is much we ought to tell. Or shall change once we have... If your majesty has any unfinished... Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morning, so your majesty will do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the god sways? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own powers arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brad's investigation.
There's no great shock to me.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten my days.
Oh, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. can't tell you how I suffered at the hands of golems in that other world. I hope I shan't see another for some time.
Our adventure continues. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
Boy, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. Tis none of my...
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist.
Always a pleasure.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look.
Look.
Many thanks.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Gold makes the world go round.
Tis as you say.
Welcome to Pure Quality, what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price... Remember. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Welcome to the We Serve All Manner of Fine Ales here. Come back anytime.
There is much we ought to tend to. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, Your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Vital are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Vital's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Vitali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Vital. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of Your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration. You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumour.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Ah, tell is her ties to this figure from a neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Welcome, good sir. My services lie in the styling of hair and the painting of faces. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Much obliged, sir.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had my due. How dare you! Our eyes are wasted on
Just one more push ought to bring it down.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your go on through.
There's a ladder. Here. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.